Hi there. Welcome back. So I had a question and it got me thinking. I had a question in my YouTube comments about how I take my pens out of the house and, for fear of leaking, what do I do? So I thought I've never really gone through like my actual pen cases too much that I take out. So I thought I'd do that. I'm going to try to do it fairly quick. So you're going to see the pens that I've inked up, pens that I'm currently dealing with issues and whatever. But I have a few cases that I tend to take out of the house. One of them you haven't seen. I never did a video on it, but it's my love. I love it. I take it out when I go now. It's the pen that I put in my purse. So I have the Rickshaw Sinclair, the Rickshaw Fillmore, and then the iMovie 3-pen. It has 3. They have 2 of these, 2 different ones. You can get the one with 6 pens, so it'll have 3 on each side. It'll have 2 sides that look like this. But I wanted to be able to carry other stuff too, so I just got the 3-pen. And this works perfectly for when I go to work or take it out of the house. I don't want to take all of my pens unless I'm doing something special. So we'll start with we'll go through them in order as I've received them and how I use them now. So this was my first Rickshaw. Well, I have a bunch. I don't know where they are. I have a bunch of the little pen sleeves. They look like this one, only they don't have the little hook on it. This one I just got at the pen show. Well, maybe it's stuck. There we go. So you just put a single pen in there. So I have a bunch of these. Most of them have come with other pens. So I don't buy these. I don't think I've ever bought just an individual one, but they are actually nice if you want to protect a certain pen. Like in this one, you can put, I think it's, yeah, you can add, but I still feel like it's a little tall. I think it's the other one that this one, mine has 2 separate pockets here. I think there's one that has like the longer pocket and you can put it down in there. So to be a little more protected, but I don't really use these unless I have like a specific thing I'm going to use it for, but I have a bunch of them. So this one is the Sinclair. It has this outer pocket and then it just has a really big inside pocket. It has 3 pens on one side and then a big open pocket on the other and then a big open pocket in the middle. So this one, I generally just keep all of my pens that are currently inked and then I swap them from case to case depending on what I'm going to use. So as you can see right now, I have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8, and then the one out here. This is the one I've been dealing with my issues. Such a pain. They still haven't responded back. They have, but it's been a back and forth. Now it's just they're getting on my nerves, and they really have made me decide that I will no longer purchase another Narwhal. I don't care how much I like the pen. As bad as this experience has been trying to get an answer on this one pen, I don't care. I'm done. But anyway, okay, that's a story for another day. So I have my little Bennu is like way down, is tucked way down in there. But yeah, I just keep this stuck. I have a little basket that's setting off to the side that I keep my notebooks in, and I just keep this setting upright in it, and then I just pull it out and get the pens out that I want to write with for the day. I may move them to one of my other cases if I want to take it with me. So that's just kind of what I do with this case. This one I do usually similar if I have more than what I have currently inked. Usually I won't keep all of these pens like on this side. In fact, I'm gonna pull these out because you know, I don't want them to get scratched. But I do kind of have them separated pretty good in here. They, like the ones over here on this side, don't touch anything else. But yeah, if I have room, I will just put some in this. But this case I usually have like a black ink, which I need to refill my little Twisby Mini. That's usually what I carry in here. And this I will take with me for like grocery lists. I always have like a notebook tucked back here in the back. I put different things in this, like what I was going to have Kirk do at the Atlanta Pen Show. I have some addresses and things in here that I ship. If I'm going to ship something out, I write that stuff in here and then just take this whole thing with me. But I usually have more functional pens in here unless I have overflow from my currently inked. And then I put them in here as well just to keep them protected. These cases at this time don't leave the house. They did the first one, the kitty one, Yuki cat, did leave the house. When I first got it, I would put my pens in it and I would stick it in my purse. Then when I received this one, I kind of just left my currently inked in that, and I carried this one because I like that it lays flat. I do prefer this style. But now I have my Enlibe case, and that's the one that I take with me because it's only 3 pens. I feel like I'm a little safer with 3 pens. So I always keep this pen in here because it's my rollerball, my convert from Carolina Pen Co. So I always take this to work with me, so it stays in here, and then the rest of them just swap out. Right now I just have my new Sailor in here to use today if I wanted to write or do anything like that. I usually take, like I said, 1 or 2 pens with me, and then I can throw my scissors or a tape runner or something else in here, just if I need, and then I keep it in my purse. So that is just basically how I carry my pens with me. I do try to keep them upright. Like both of these cases stay upright in the bucket that I have setting over there. And I always put my pens in cap up, so they're not facing down. You want to keep them cap up. And then, like I said, I try to leave them setting upright like this. Obviously, the one in my purse, they might move around. I haven't had any issues with any leaking, knock on wood. But most of these pens I've been writing with before. You know, like I test them. I do my currently inked video. I don't ever just ink up a pen and throw it in a case and throw it in my purse. Because I have had, you know, pens that like to dump their whole ink fill into the cap. And I don't want to open that at my desk and have something like that happen. Which it still could happen. But if I've written with it, I feel a little more confident about throwing it in my purse. But, I mean, I'd hate for this to get, like, ink all leaked in. But at least it would be contained, I feel like, in here for the most part. It wouldn't pull out or pour out in my purse. And I do have my little purse pen, whatever. It's not my purse pen. It's my planner pen. And it is the Mahjong Moonman. Is it Moon? Yeah, it's Moonman. Is it the A1, I think, is what this one's called. This thing, I'm not sure what's happening to it or how. I don't remember these scratches being on it when I got it, but I haven't. I mean, it lives inside this little leather thing. I don't take it any. It just stays in here. So I don't know if there's something inside this thing scratching it, or if it's just the finish is like coming off on it, but it's scratched in like 3 or 4 places where the finish is like coming off and it's rough. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I am pretty careful with this pen. I mean, it just, like I said, it stays in there unless I'm writing with it. So I don't know. But this one just kind of gets thrown around in my purse. I used to try to keep it upright because I didn't want to risk something happening. I still don't, but I've carried it for so long. I haven't had any accidents or anything happen yet, so I think it's all right. But yeah, I tend to keep them up, you know, like the nib up, and I test them before I just put them in my purse. So that's basically it. I like these little ones. If you just have one pen that you're going to take with you, these little ones are really nice just to kind of throw in your pocket, or it still keeps your pen protected, but they're not like in a big bulky case. That was my whole point for getting the Enlibe case, is that it's just so much smaller than the other two. It fits more compact in my purse, so that was kind of why I got that one. Plus it's really pretty leather. I really like it. So, but yeah, that's it. I know it's kind of just a whatever spur of the moment video, but I just wanted to kind of share that is how I use my pens when I take them with me. That's how I carry them, to keep them secure. But I don't want to take a whole bunch of pens with me. I did to the pen show just because, and I'm glad I did, because I had a couple looked at that I didn't really intend to. I didn't know if I'd be able to. So it was nice having them with me, but for the most part, I usually only take a couple pens with me during the day at work, or even if I'm going out. Now, if I'm going to meet somebody, like pen-wise meet somebody, I'd probably take more with me. But if I'm just going to like a cafe to journal by myself, I'll probably take a couple. But I still wouldn't take a whole bunch. I just don't want to risk losing them, or somebody stealing my purse or my little pen case laying out. So yeah, I don't take a whole lot with me at any time. But I hope you liked this video, and I think that's it. So if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and it would mean the absolute world to me if you'd consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.